Hey guys, welcome to this video. Thank you for stopping by and watching. Before we get into it, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, do all the things so that we can keep bringing you awesome content. And let's get into the video. Here's some training.
'Cause we're running out of time, so I'm gonna make it mine.
The chosen one, I'm not the one to underestimate. I want the throne, I loan the crush, obstruction, rush through barricades, levitate. Got it tatted on me, told them follow me. They see the vision, now it's 2020, clear as tile, Lexus, clear as day. No longer move around in fear, disarray. Pray you hear me like the winter wind against your window pane. Feel the bass, baby, soak it in and let it marinate. It's time to hustle, gotta muscle up and run through barricades, yeah.
So today's training is a little bit of everything. We are working back into training after some recent annoying-ish injuries that I've been having. So today we are working back into training, trying to get my body just comfortable training, more intense again. And yeah, so that is what we're doing today. So you already saw some cleans, you saw some bench pulls and incline bench. Next, I have my last superset of exercises. And yeah, that will be it for today. So today was kind of just a purely strength day. So that is what I'm doing. Have fun with the next clip.
Barricades, levitate, got it tatted on me, told them follow me. They see the vision, now it's 2020, clear as tile, Lexus, clear as day. No longer move around in fear, disarray. Pray you hear me like the winter wind against your window pane. Feel the bass, baby, soak it in and let it marinate. It's time to hustle, gotta muscle up and run through barricades, yeah.
I got their opinions, and I got mine. I used to care what they said about me. Now I ain't got the time. Taking on to take a seat, it's okay. Start again, touch, see if you know me. Still about the life, nothing's changed. Gotta play that game. 'Cause we're running out of time. So I gotta make
I also wanted to use this video today to talk to you guys a little bit about my fitness journey in general, where I started in fitness, where I've gone to, how I've gotten here, because I just kind of started this channel on a whim, and now I'm posting fitness content on it. And in case you didn't notice, I don't look like the fittest human being ever. And that's okay. And I want to inspire people to realize that it's okay that you're fit, but you're not ripped and lean. I'm healthy. All of my blood work markers and numbers are all super healthy. I train, I eat 80% of the time pretty good. Am I trying to lose a little bit of weight? Sure, I would love to be a little bit leaner. But that doesn't mean that I'm not healthy, and that doesn't mean I don't know what I'm doing, and that doesn't mean that I can't train others or coach others or instruct others. It just means that I'm not looking like your typical fitness professional. we are finished. Those sled pushes at the end completely destroyed me. Okay, now talking about my fitness journey, how I came here, how I came to be hanging out in a CrossFit gym. It's dark. Yeah, how I turned the wrong light on. Haha. How I came to be hanging out in a CrossFit gym. How I became a personal trainer. How I became a CrossFit Level 1 coach. And most importantly, becoming a physical therapist, which is my primary profession. So, we'll start with, I was always pretty athletic. I played travel softball for a bunch of years. Maybe insert photo here. And yeah, so I played travel softball for a bunch. Super athletic kid growing up, but always like on the bigger side. I was not skinny. I've never been skinny. After my softball career ended, I decided that I was gonna give like all sports athleticism a break. I did like beach body stuff. I did Insanity for a while. I was just going to the gym, kind of sticking on cardio for a while. I did that. That was like the end of high school, beginning of college. And then I left. When I graduated from undergrad, my brother had gotten really into like bodybuilding and stuff. So I was like, all right, let me join him in the gym and he'll teach me how to lift. So I got really into bodybuilding. For a while, I like wanted to do a show. And yeah, so bodybuilding was pretty much the next chapter of my life. I was trying to build strength. I was trying to lift heavy weights. And that was in prepping the year before I went to PT school. So I was trying to get thin and ripped and all the things semi-unsuccessfully. So here are some photos of me during the bodybuilding days. We interrupt this story with me making dinner. We are making a flank steak tacos this evening. So super simple recipe that I like to use a lot. Flank steak into the crock pot, and you add in a bunch of fun seasonings and let it rip. Yeah. You add beer too. So beer, garlic, chili powder, all the fun stuff. They say Mexican beer in this recipe. It's from Half Baked Harvest. If you've never been there, she's great. But I just put regular beer in. Okay, back to the story. Now, bodybuilding wasn't successful for me for a couple different reasons. One, my body type just does not permit that style, I guess. To be a bikini competitor, you kind of have to be like a certain build in order to do well. And my body type is not the body type that typically does well. I probably could have done pretty good in like figure, maybe figure physique area. I probably could have done decently well. I will never know because I never committed to the cardio and the diet that much. And I went to PT school, which was very like straining. I could only really work out for about an hour and a half a day. And usually only once a day. the rest of my day was spent studying and in class. So there was a lot of reasons why the bodybuilding stuff didn't work out for me then. But I kept training that way because it was good. It was healthy. I enjoyed it. It kept me active. And there's nothing wrong with that. So as I went through PT school, I learned a lot more about athleticism and fitness and the body and how things work. And I got my strength and conditioning certification, which was great. I started to do a little bit of personal training, not a ton. I would write my own personal training programs and that kind of stuff. And I tried to absorb as much as possible. And that's kind of where I started seeing weightlifting, seeing CrossFit, and being very intrigued by it all. I never started any of that, but what I did start to get into was running. Now, running was one of those things where like I wasn't super competitively good, but running races brought out my competitive edge, and I was always trying to be better than my last race or do the next best thing or something like that. So I did a couple Tough Mudders, I did a bunch of Spartan races, I did 2 half marathons and a ton of 5Ks. I was always just trying to I needed a goal and something to work towards. So I was doing that, and that's kind of led me into a couple injuries, because when your body's not prepared for mileage and you put a lot of mileage on it, you're going to have breakdown. And that's what happened to me. So I ended up fracturing my foot. And then I developed my chronic patella tendonitis, which I still deal with today, which started with downhill trail running. So, then I was injured. I was working at a PT clinic, and the strength and conditioning coach there was an Olympic weightlifter, and he was working on starting an Olympic weightlifting team. And so he asked if I wanted to learn, and I said yes. And so then I started working with him. I learned Olympic weightlifting, and from there I started to get a little bit more into CrossFit workouts also. So I would go on CrossFitInc.com and find a workout and just do it. And yeah. And over time, I got pretty good at weightlifting. I was pretty competitive in state-wise. I never really got to a national level. But in state-wise, I was competitive. And it was fun. It gave me that competitive drive that I missed from not doing the races because of all of my injuries, and that I missed from those high school glory days. So yeah, I did weightlifting. Weightlifting was fun. I did CrossFit. CrossFit was fun. And then my life kind of shifted again. I got my CrossFit level 1. The company that I was a PT for was being I don't want to talk bad about anyone, but the company was not working for me at that time in my life. And I decided to leave and open my physical therapy practice inside of the CrossFit gym that I was coaching at the time, because I had gotten my level 1 and had started coaching. So I opened my PT practice, which was great. I loved it. And that's kind of where I am today. I pretty much stopped competitively Olympic weightlifting. I have a lot of issues with that knee from when I first started the patella tendonitis, and it just kind of keeps coming back. So I'm working through that. So I'm not as super competitive in anything as I was before, which is okay right now because I'm working on building my business. So there's a lot of other things that I'm doing instead of that. But that kind of encompasses my fitness journey and where I'm at now. So I went from competitive softball, beach body cardio bunny, bodybuilding, runner, weightlifter / CrossFitter, to now I kind of train, and me and my coach are working on trying to find the perfect training plan for me. But right now I just kind of train general fitness. I do some like CrossFit style WODs, I do some longer endurance kind of stuff, and then I do some strength training and weightlifting thrown in, which happens to be a better mix for me, but I still kind of miss that competitiveness. So we'll have to figure out what I'm gonna do about that. But that is kind of my fitness journey in a whole, and where I'm at. And the kind of point of telling you this whole story is to tell you and show you that just because a fitness professional doesn't look like a fitness professional doesn't mean that they aren't knowledgeable about health and fitness and strength and conditioning in general. I have learned a lot going through all of those different phases of my life. I've learned a lot through continuing ed courses that I've done. I've learned a lot through coaching a variety of people. And just because I don't look like your typical fitness professional doesn't mean that I'm not a good fitness professional. And that's kind of a stereotype that I've been working to kind of change. Is I know I'm good at my job, and I know that I am very knowledgeable in fitness and strength and the body and anatomy in general. And so part of me having this channel is to kind of give that sort of fitness education from someone who looks more like you than someone who has a ripped body and six-pack abs. Not that there's anything wrong with a ripped body and six-pack abs. Good. I mean, if you have the control to get there, whew, my goodness, good for you. There's nothing wrong with a six-pack, but you can be very healthy without one. And that's okay. So that's me. That's my channel. If you want to know anything else about me, that's just kind of my fitness, where I started from and where I got to. I'm going to kind of insert some pictures throughout so you can see that. But if you have any other questions about my fitness journey and everything else, leave them in a comment below. Make sure you subscribe and like and thumbs up and do all the things. And I will be back next week with another video.